Alrighty. Hey, coin digging. I don't have a Jason mask. Hey, Bigfoot. I have a Guy Fawkes mask. But I guess that wouldn't really work, would it? Hey, Cindy, I thought you couldn't make it tonight. Hey, Bill. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're here. Ah. Everybody a little bit to filter in. Got about 7 minutes. I'm a little early. Better be early than late, right? Can we try an experiment before we start? Does it involve explosions? No? What do I have? I have a pen. What does your experiment? Bend the pen. Really? Everybody type 88. That is so weird. I wonder what that's about. Is that the only number? Yeah, I haven't seen anybody type it. That is so weird. Alrighty then. So if anything gets high enough and it gets to 88, yeah, type like 8.8 or just jump to 89 or something. Okay, you put the dollar sign in front of it so YouTube knows it's money. Huh. Well, now we know. I like Bill Betts' version. But 44 times 2. I would imagine they would know if they couldn't see it. Because it seems like it would hide it from everyone. Yeah, we'll figure it out if anything goes that high. I don't know if anything will. I think the only things that would be high enough for that are like way over that, so. Symbolism is crazy. As George Carlin once said, I like to leave symbols to the symbol-minded. Don't worry, everybody, we're not going to make a habit of being on Fridays. It was just a one-time thing. Because we weren't able to make it yesterday. Oh. Hello to my lurkers. How are y'all doing? Not that you guys ever answer, because then you wouldn't be lurkers. Oh, I'm sure there's lots of stuff out there that block. All right, so just a reminder to everybody, tonight is a consignment sale. That means all prices are fixed because they are what the owner wants. Bill, this is the list from last week that got postponed to this week. And I think it's on the Facebook page. Double checking real quick. Almost positive this one's on here. Yep, it is. Yeah, if you guys look at the Cheapskate Coin Collecting on YouTube and scroll down a little bit, you'll find it. The list is on there. So anybody can go look at it. All right, let's get this thing going. All right. First couple items we got are some kind of neat little collections. They're from the the first commemorative mint incorporated. That's the little book they're in. Let me raise this thing up a bit. This is the Mount Rushmore 6-coin collection. Tribute to Mount Rushmore. It's got both the quarters that have Mount Rushmore on it. You have the state quarter and the America the Beautiful quarter for the national park. And then you got all the presidential dollars for the presidents that are on Mount Rushmore. So kind of neat. And it comes with a little certificate guaranteeing that your collection has legal tender coins struck by the mints. This one's going for $10. Now, whether or not any of these are Philly or Denver, I have no idea. Whoever gets it will have to, if you want to know, pop them out when you get it. Because I didn't want to mess with them. I wanted to keep them nice for you guys. Ugh. Looking for $10 for this. It's $4.50 just in face. So you're looking at what, just a $1 over double face? Not bad. Yeah, very well could be. Could be the missing edge lettering. Who knows? Because that Washington is the one that's got the missing. Last call. Heck, if nothing else, just that Lincoln dollar alone is worth like $4. Such a variety nerd. I'm going to have a Hot Lips on Monday. I know you know what that is. All right, moving on.
Cindy was on my radio. Whatever.
Her other thing canceled.
Ah.
So she was available. Alright. Next up. We got a little Kennedy $half collection. It's a mint mark collection. So you get one Philly, one Denver, and one San Francisco proof.
Hi, Cindy.
This again is the first commemorative mint incorporated. So you get a nice little thing about JFK and the Kennedy $half. And what portrait was used, all that kind of thing.
Okay.
Then you got for your Philadelphia mint, you got a 1978. These things are in great shape, by the way. I don't know if the camera's doing that justice. The Denver mint, you got looks like a 1981. And then your San Francisco mint is the 2005 proof. And this one's going for $5. Anybody who knows me knows I have a big affinity for the Kennedy collection. I've got almost the whole thing. Eventually, someday, I will have the whole thing. Looking for $5, anyone? Sold to Andy Day. Congrats, Annie. And hello. How was your vacation? All right, one more item from the first commemorative event. This is the 100 Years of American Nickels. It's got a little write-up about them. And you got a V-nickel, and that looks like a pretty darn good V-nickel. Again, I'm not sure the year because I did not take it out. You got a Buffalo nickel. You got a proof nickel, and that looks like it's from 76. You got a war nickel. You got the piece metal design, this keelboat design, the new Buffalo design, the Ocean in View, and then the 2006 to present Newport trade. And this was going for $8. Which means pretty much you're paying for the Liberty nickel, the Buffalo nickel, the proof, and the war nickel. That's your $8. Yep, only missing the shield. Tell you what, I'll actually slide this out so we can see what those first couple are. All right, the V nickel is a 1907. Yeah. The Buffalo is 1928 plain date. The proof is 1979. The war nickel is 1943 Philadelphia. So that is actually what they are. No, I'm not blind. I have an astigmatism. So anything two-dimensional is very blurry to me, but three-dimensionally I can see pretty much perfect. So last call for this one, $8. And I can see better in the dark. I have night eyes. I can see like a cat in the dark.
Yes, he can.
A vampire. Alright, we're moving on. Yeah, I was walking through a field one night with some friends. And one of the girls that was with us was wearing a black necklace. And this is like 2 o'clock in the morning. And she realized the chain had broken and fell off. So, you know, this is before cell phones were everywhere. So people are down with their, you know, their cigarette lighters trying to look around. I'm just looking around and suddenly I just point and I'm like, it's right there. Because I was able to see it. And they were like, how in the hell did you even do that? Alright, next up, we got the 2003 mint set. Looking for $9. I think it'd be cool to be a vampire if I could pick what genre of vampire I was. So, of course, in your mint set, you got your Sacagawea dollar, your Kennedy half dollar, your nickel, your penny, your dime, and because it's 2003, you got your state quarters. Right? Can I look like I did when I was 24? Looking for $9. 2003 mint set. I know definitely I would want to be one of the genre of vampires where I actually am still me. So like all of my personality and all of that stays intact. And if anybody out there is a Vampire Masquerade fan, I would totally be Bruja. Last call on this one. Those are not real vampires. Those are fairies that drink blood. I will never acknowledge them as being vampires. Ever. Alright, moving on. If anybody out there is a Twilight fan and you don't know the name, Google the name Jan Valak. Because that's a vampire that if you put him in the Twilight universe, he would kill every single vampire in that universe without breaking a sweat. If anybody's seen John Carpenter's Vampires, you know who Jan Valak is. Next up, 2004. Hey, Ramon. I like the first and third blades. I didn't care for the second one. 2004 mint set. Looking for $9. We have 2 available. These, of course, you get the special nickels in each set. So you got your Philadelphia and Denver westward journeys. But I am definitely a big fan of vampire movies and all of that. And the one thing I could never get into was zombies. I never found the fascination with zombies. They're boring. It's like, oh no, a zombie. I must walk faster. Last call on this one. Right? My favorite zombie movie, if you guys have never seen it, I highly recommend you go check it out. It's called Shaun of the Dead. What's the value? I don't know. It's a 2004 mint set. I mean, face value alone, let's see. You got, let's see, dollar, $1.50, 60, 70, 71, 271, 296 times 2, because you have Philadelphia and Denver. So just shy of $7 just face value on these. But to know the actual like full value of it, I'd have to look it up. I don't have my gray sheet sitting right by me. You on? Cool. One sold it any day. We are going to move on. Next up is the 2005. You skipped one, Cindy. It's 2005 mint set. So once again, you're getting your special nickels in these for the Westward Journey series. It's 2005. Had the American Bison and the Western Waters. Looking for $9. Going to Bill Bets for $9. Congrats, Bill. Get your name on that real quick. Bill Bets. All right, now is the 2006 mint set. You like the Bison nickels? Oh, you're going to be really happy here in a little bit. 2006 mint set. You're on 0 sleep. That's why I wasn't on yesterday, because I'd been awake for like 30 hours. That was after being awake for 44 hours and then sleeping for 12 and then being awake for, I was actually awake for 35 before I went to sleep again. My insomnia is ridiculous. Look for $9, anyone? 2006 full mint set. Yeah, my record for being awake unassisted is 17 days. I don't recommend it. Actually, if they could figure out a way for us to be healthy and stay awake all the time, I would totally do it. I hate sleeping. I think it's a waste of time. Oh yeah. All growing up, I went through sleep studies. I was put on every kind of sleeping meds there were. Nothing worked. Last call on this one, $9. By the way, for anybody who didn't know, Surprisingly, a lot of people don't. The nickel in the 2006 set, or from the year 2006, that's actually part of the Westward Journey series. That was actually a 3-series nickel collection. A lot of people think it was only 2004 and 5. That is not accurate. Yep, return to Monticello or Monticello or however the heck you say that word. Is it cello or cello? Somebody let me know if you know. If it's like the instrument, the cello, or if it's cello like a cello pack. Tomato, tomato. Next up, we have 2 of these available. These are the 2007 mint sets. These are going for 18 bucks each. And these, of course, first off, are where they changed their mint set design, but that was because they had to. Because you've got your presidential dollars and the Sacagawea dollar. Nickel, penny, all of your state quarters, half and dime for Philly and Denver. So president, Sacagawea. So you got, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 13.50, 13.60, 70, 80, $13.81 face value in these mint sets. So it's $4.19 over face. It's not bad. And being the mint set, these are all satins. This is one of the satin years. That was what, 06 to 2010, I think, were the 4 satin, or the 4 or 5 satin years. Indeed. Last call on this one. Yeah, plus low mintage too on all of these for the satin years. Oh yeah, these blister packs give way better protection. All right, we are moving on. All right, next up we have 3 available of these. And believe it or not, these are only a couple of bucks over gray sheet. This is the 2008 State Quarter Proof Sets. So with these you got Oklahoma, Alaska, New Mexico, Hawaii, or Hawaii if you want to say it right, and Arizona. And these are only $3 over gray sheet for these quarter sets. If you were to go to a coin shop and buy these, you'd pay like probably between 22 and 25 bucks. Last colonies. Right. That's one good thing about our channel is that most of this stuff is just, as long as you're the fastest, you're going to get it at a good price. Only rarely do we actually throw stuff out where it's bidding on stuff. And most of the time, it's not about trying to get more money out of it. It's just about wanting to give, you know, I know a lot of people are going to want it. So I want to give them a chance to, you know, throw out a bid on it. All right, moving on. All right, next up, these are the next 5 items are our specialty items for the night. Some of these are not going to be for the faint of heart. But if anybody collects Morgans and you want the whole collection, eventually you're going to need all these. All right, we got, let me get closer to this thing. There we go. It's the 1878 Carson City Morgan in very fine. Look for 110 bucks. Got my little note on there so I remembered how much I charge for it. Or how much it's to be charged for. In this case, since these aren't mine. I wish these were mine. Looking for 110, anyone? They're Carson Cities, folks. These are the jewels of the Morgan collection. Let me scope it real quick so you guys can see the... There you go. There's your Carson City mint mark. CC. That is like super close to that wreath. First year of the Morgans, too. So you got the first year and the Carson City mint mark. And by the way, all of these, if you're trying to hold out for mint states, be prepared to pay thousands of dollars. Because these Carson Cities are not cheap. Last call on this one. Some of them, yeah. Let me look this up real quick. Go away. Go away. All right. Let's see. Load. Come on. Dollar coins, Morgan, 1878 Carson. Yeah, Mint State 67 for this exact coin, $55,000. For very fine, which is this one, the list value on it is 160 bucks. You have a shot at it for 110. All right, moving on. Next up, again, not for the faint of heart here. Oop, wrong coin. I'm out of order. There we go. 1891, Carson City in AU. 185 bucks. Check that out. All right, so this one, if you wanted a Mint State 67, it would be $65,000. And list price for this one is $300. Yeah, we're looking at CCs right now. You missed this one. 1878 Carson City for 110 bucks in VF. So list price on this one is 300 bucks. You can get it tonight for 185. Focus that in a little better. There we go. That looks better. Any takers? They're going last call. $115 off list price. Plenty of meat on the bone on this sucker. All right, moving on. All right, next up is the 1892 Carson City Morgan dollar in very fine. Looking for $240 on this one. List price on this one If you wanted a MS67, would be $97,500. This one is a VF, and the list value of this one is $375. So you're getting 135 bucks off the list on this one. I know it's a big investment, but it is definitely worth it for anybody trying to get the Morgan series finished up. And by the way, none of these are search for VAMs. So these things could very well be worth a lot more. Last call on this one. I'm actually surprised you're not grabbing some of these, Ramon. Figured these would be the kind of thing you love. All right, moving on. If you decide you want any of these, just let me know. If you decide later on, I'll let you know if I still got them here or not. Because again, this is a consignment sale, so none of these are mine. Next up, 1893 Carson City in fine, $285. All right, list on this puppy. As soon as it loads. Go. All right, so highest grade is an MS66, and that would be $175,000. For a fine, list price on this one is $375. So you're getting this thing for 90 bucks off list. Oh, by the way, these prices I'm giving you for the top grades, that's just mint state. That's not even counting if it's proof-like or deep mirror proof-like. Let's see if there even are any proof-likes. Yeah, proof-like, the highest graded proof-like is a MS65. That would be $85,000. Let's see if there's ever been a deep mirror proof-like. Why is my phone being so slow today? Yeah, highest deep mirror proof like ever is an MS64. deep mirror proof like at $62,500. All right, last call on this one. $285. This is also the last Carson City of the night. All right, moving on. One last Morgan for the night. This is still a key date of the series. This is the 1899 plain date in extremely fine. And this one is going for 140. So this one in MS67 would be $7,500. And extremely fine, you're looking at a list price of $175. The reason why these are a higher value one is because there's only an all grade survival estimate is 33,000 left. And that's out of an original mintage of only 330,000. So this one was a very low mintage. For $140. That is a great deal for this coin. It's a great deal for all of these. If I had the money, I'd buy every single one of these. They'd be in my collection. But I don't have the money. Last call. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those Morgans, let me know. All right, now we're going to be getting into some somewhat better grade barbers. Most barbers that you see out there, you know, they're going to be goods and very goods. Sheet. There we go. All right. And these are marked down from what he would normally charge for them. As you can see marked up there, what he would normally charge for this thing. This is the 1899 San Francisco. Let me get that focused in a bit better. Oh, come on. Work with me. And this one we're looking for $75. This one is in a fine. The Barber series is one of the least appreciated series, in my opinion. Underappreciated and undervalued. But it is one of those series that as the grade goes up, the price skyrockets. So some stats on this one for you guys. 1899 San Francisco. All right, original mintage was 1.68 million. Estimated survival in all grades 2,750. Less than 3,000 of these still survive. And Mint State 68, this coin would be $55,000. Even at an MS60, it'd be $875. And a fine, which is what we're looking at here, is 110 is the list value. And PCGS has only ever graded 20 of them in fine. So you're getting this thing for 35 bucks off list. Last call. 75 bucks. Fantastic price for this. All right, moving on. Next up, we got the 1901 New Orleans in fine. This one we're looking for $85. And this one might be undergraded. I think this one's closer to a VF. All right, stats on this one. All right, original mintage, 1.124 million. Estimated survival in all grades, 1,250. So conditional rarity going on right here. Or rarity as a survival rarity. And if you wanted one in an MS67, you'd be looking at $65,000. List price at a fine is 160 bucks. You got a shot at it at 85 right now. If it is a low VF, like I'm suspicious it might be, that would be a list price even at just a VF 20 would be 35 bucks or 350 bucks. So this could be one heck of a steal right here. If it was to be determined that this is actually a VF. Last call. Yeah, it is kind of neat. A nice dark silver toning that old silver coins get. Oh, by the way, these little marks that you're seeing here, this was on something that had writing on it, and it got infused onto the plastic. That is not on the coin. So like that's either a 0 or an E up there. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1901 Philadelphia in fine. This one we are looking for $85. See, that looks more like a fine. So if you compare that other one, that's a fine. Look at that reverse. Let's compare those. That was the previous one. That's a fine. That's a big difference. Put up the O again. Oh, you accidentally did. Okay. All right, stats on this one. For 1901 New Orleans. Or no, this is the plain date. 1901 plain date. If nothing else, at least you guys are learning a little something about the barber shears. I personally think you guys are crazy for not taking advantage of these prices. That's just my opinion. Come on, load. What is up with my freaking phone? Thank you. All right, original mintage on this one, 4.268 million. Estimated survival in all grades, only 5,000. MS67 would be 22,500. And the listing on a fine. God. Go ahead. Listing on a fine is $75. This one's going for $40. $35 under list. Almost 50% off list. Yeah, barbers are a great series. Plus, you got them for halves, quarters, and dimes. So it's a very expansive series. All right, last call on this one, $40. Y'all are a tough crowd tonight. All right, moving on. Next up, we got the 1902 Philadelphia in fine. This one is going for $35. Original mintage on this one, 4.9 million. Estimated survival in all grades is 5,000. MS67 would be $19,000. And list price for a fine, again, is 75 bucks. So you're getting this thing for less than half of list. 37.50 would be half. Any takers? Last call, 35 bucks. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1902 New Orleans in fine. This one's going for $60. Original mintage on these is only 2.5 million. Estimated survival in all grades, 1,750 in all grades. The highest grade listed is MS66 and would be $15,000. Listing for fine is 90 bucks. So still, this one's going for 30 bucks off list. By the way, just so you guys don't think I'm making this up. This is the PCGS CoinFacts app. That's where I'm giving you guys all the info from. Man, no love for the barbers tonight. It's a shame. You guys are missing out. All right, last call, 60 bucks. All right, moving on. And the last barber of the night. Another one that I personally think is VF. This is the 1903 New Orleans. And that thing is pretty darn good looking. All right, and your stats on this one. You got an original mintage of 2,100,000. Estimated survival in all grades is 2,000. At an MS67, this one would be $50,000. In a fine, the list price on this one is $85,000. And again, if it's actually a VF, which I suspect it might be, the list would be $160,000. You guys are getting it for $55. So once again, $30 off the list on a fine. Don't forget, guys, you are allowed to talk. Come on, how often do you guys see a barber that looks like that? That thing's gorgeous. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those barbers, let me know. All right, next up, we've got 4 of these available. Well, technically, we have 4, but some different grades. First off, we have 3 in AU. And these are the Washington Carver commemorative half dollars from 1952. These are 90% silver. For the AUs, these are $15 each. There's 3 of them in AU. And then there's also is 1 in BU. That is a brilliant uncirculated blinger. The BU one is $20. So again, 3 AUs and 1 BU. It's got some toning going on the back. Any takers? Anybody alive out there? Last call. Alright, moving on. Do I have any actual coin collectors out there? Because y'all are missing out on some great deals. Alright, next up, we've got 4 of these available. These are full rolls of Buffalo Nickels. The grades are between good and extremely fine. These are mixed date rolls. There can be literally anything in these. $60 for a roll. For anybody doing math, that equals up to $1.50 a coin. That is a heck of a steal of a deal for Buffaloes. And again, we've got 4 rolls available. Yep, 1 roll, $60. All right, let's have a look at, see what just the top coin on this one is. Okay, so that's a 35. Focus. Nope, 36. And a plain date. His hair looks 3D. Talking about mine? Oh, the coin. Anybody at all? Full roll of mixed dates and mint marks. Hey, silver. Yeah, you just missed all of the good silver. I believe that's a 1928 or a 3. Yeah, we just had a bunch of Carson City Morgans that nobody wanted. So they're still available if you're interested. Last call on these. Full rolls of Buffaloes. $60 for 1 roll. 4 rolls available. It's only $1.50 per coin. Man, I figured you guys would eat these up. Last time I actually had some of these available, they sold in like under a minute. Everybody just jumped in. It's like, sold, 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 sold. Boom, done. Back again and again. All right. Moving on. All right. Next up, we got some BU rolls. Starting with a 2003 Philadelphia nickel roll. BU roll. Looking for $5. Oh, silver. Let me show you a couple items real quick. While people are deciding on that one. Here's a little sneak peek for this coming Monday sale. It's a 1 ounce silver. How many silvers you ever see got a yin yang on it? That is a 2019. And then blang. Yeah, South Korea. So, there's a little sneak preview for you for Monday. I didn't tell you to fall. Knock it off. Ugh. All right, moving on. Next up. All right, next up we got a BU roll. 2004 Denver Mint Keelboat. And there's 2 of these available at $5 a piece. Brilliant uncirculated. Oh yeah. It's only one available. All right, and also from 2004 Denver, we got the piece metal, also $5. Full roll, brilliant uncirculated. These could have that double die on it. You never know. One of these might have that double die on it. Last call on these. All right, moving on. Next up, we got the 2005 Denver Ocean in View mint roll, or not mint roll, but BU roll. $5. All right, moving on. And next up is the 2005 Denver American Bison BU roll. And Bill Betts is jumping right on that one because he loves himself some Buffaloes. Congrats, Bill. All right, next up, coin digging. If you're still here, you might want to look away. We have 4 of these available. These are full rolls, mixed dates, circulated Indians. I have no idea what's in these, guys. I honestly don't know if these could be one date. These could be a bunch of dates. I'm told they're mixed dates. So I'm assuming it's not one date. But there literally could be anything in here. So what we'll do here is we'll look at the top one on each roll and see what we're looking at. That's a 1902. So that's just the top coin. That one, 1904 for the top coin. So $100 a roll makes it $2 per coin. And again, there could be literally anything in these. That's a 1908. Most basic Indian heads usually sell for between $2 and $3 a piece. Unless they're like, you know, the 1900s and completely wrecked. Then they go for like $1.50. If that's got an S on it, in that condition, that's like a $60 coin right there. And then the last of the 4 rolls, we'll look at the top one. That one, 1907. Any takers? Last chance. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got some Lincoln Cent B rolls, starting with 2001 Denver. $4. And we've also got the 2001 Philadelphia for $4. I think we're rolling away. Any takers? $4 each. Yeah, it was the one that got sent out last week for Thursday, but it got rescheduled for tonight. It's also on the Facebook page. It's like 4 or 5 posts down. All right, moving on. Next up, we got a 2002 plain date for Philadelphia. B roll for $4. For anybody who doesn't really do BU rolls or never has before, the reason you want to do them is because even though these are the more modern ones, if you can get the higher grades, say you could pull an MS68 out of there, that's a $22 coin. MS69 will be $160. A 67 will be $14. That's why people buy these. If you can find them with, double dies or anything like that on them, they're worth even more. Or you can just put it away and sit on it until you give it to give it to your grandkids, and then they put it away, and next thing you know, you got a BU roll of coins that's 200, 300 years old. Oh, by the way, we do also have a 2002 Denver. Carson City Morgan dollars. If they won. Not sure what you're saying, Annie. All right, we also have the 2002 Denver, and this is an unopened BU bankroll. I've been trying to find one, Silver. But none of the shops here have gotten it yet. Oh, I'm sure they would be more interested if they were slabbed and graded, but they're not my coins, so I'm not doing it. This is a consignment sale. These belong to somebody else. I'm just selling them for him and taking a cut. Last call on this one, $4. I'm trying, man. What would the price on one of those be? What grade are you looking for? Silver? Yeah, I know it's the Plain Day 28. What grade are you looking for? By the way, for anybody who doesn't know what he's talking about, this is the Plain Date 1928 peace dollar. 360,649 were minted. Estimated survival in all grades is only 40,000. At an MS66, it would be $30,000. AU58, 325. A VF45 would be 250. In fine, it would be 185. You get the idea. Oh, I can already tell you he ain't going to do it. He never sends anything in for grading. If he buys it graded, he'll sell it graded. If not, fine or slightly better. Okay. All right, moving on. All right, next up, 2003, Philadelphia and Denver. These are $4 a piece. BUs. Are you still trying to put your Morgan collection together, Silver? That they are. I just remember last time we were talking about silver dollars. I remember you saying that you were kind of starting Morgans. You'd rather have the CC collection? Well, hey, all 4 of the CC Morgans from tonight are still available. I'd be happy to sell you all 4 of them. All right, moving on. Next up, 2004. Got Philadelphia and Denver, $4 each. BU rolls. And no love for the BU rolls tonight. Moving on. Next up is the 05, Denver and Philly. $4 a piece. Moving on. Next up is 2006. Philadelphia and Denver, $4 a piece. This is a date that both these mints are known to have double dies. Be good if original bank rolls or original bank wrapped. I mean, they are BU rolls. So very well may have been that somebody just took them out of the bank wrap and threw them into these. No idea. I am not cracking the tape to find out. Moving on. Next up, we got some 07 Philadelphia and Denver. Again, $4 a piece. moving on. Next up is 2008. Philadelphia and Denver. $4 each. And there is 2 of these available. Of each one. So we got them in the square holder and we got them in the round tube. For each Philly and Denver. I'll take it to fall over. Hey, there we go. Cindy, you're behind. We're on the 08s. You didn't hit send. Alright, moving on. Next up, all the next ones coming are in original bankrolls. We've got 2010 Philadelphia. Times 3. So we got 3 Philadelphias from 2010. And we have 2 Denvers from 2010. All of these are $2 a piece. Ben All. All right, no bets wants all the 2010s. Just marked on here real quick. Come on, work with me. There we go. All right. All right, next up, we got 2011 Philly and Denver. $2 a piece. I don't know what bank IBI is. International Bank, maybe? Oh, it's right there. Oh, that's the Armored Service Company. So it's, oh, wait, that's probably Brinks. That'd be my guess. Then you get a bankroll. You been in both? The Denver and the Philly? Or just one? Both? Alrighty. Both going to Bill. Alright, next up. For 2012, we've got Denver and Philadelphia. $2 a piece. Bill, you're going to be on the $8.50 shipping, by the way. You're going to be in a flat rate box. $2 a piece. Man, we're almost done. We've only got 2 more lots after this. That was fast. Cool. Last call on these. All right, moving on. And the last 2 of the night. 2013, Philly and Denver. $2 a piece. Original BU bankrolls. All right. Was there anything anybody wanted to see again that you missed? We still got all the commemorative silver halves available. All the Morgans are still available. Yes, you did, Silver. Those are towards the beginning. Do you want to see them? We got done like way early, so I definitely don't mind re-showing anything. I just gotta get to them. Yeah, Silver, you've been in enough of my shows to know that I pretty much tend to do stuff in denominational order. All right, for the Morgans again. We have the 1878 Carson City and Very Fine. Non-denominational. And this one was $110. And again, that's the 1878 Carson City in VF. And then we had the 1891 Carson City in AU. This one is $185. You're buffering like always. You should really watch on a actual computer instead of a phone. Might help. I hate watching stuff on phones. I don't know if you are on a phone, but if you are, you might want to think about watching on a computer with a hard line. So this one's $185. And again, it is AU. And then the 1892 Carson City and Very Fine. This one's 240. Do you want that one? The 78? And then we got the 1893 Carson City and Fine. This one was 285. That they are. And then the last Morgan we had tonight was the 1899 Plain Date and Extremely Fine for 140. It's one of the key dates. Are you interested in any of those, Mr. Silver? That's fine. Like I said, we're done. We've gone through all the lots, so this is just a review for you. This is the 78. Take the 78. Cool. Awesome. All right, and then the next silver we had were barber halves, but some like, you know, a bit better quality ones. Your wish list up this time. I don't know what your wish list is. So for the barbers, we have the 1899 S in Fine. This one's $75. Thanks for coming in, Bill Betts. Have a good night. I'll get your invoice out here in a little bit. So again, this one is the 1899S Barber half. 75 bucks. It is in fine. And then we had the 1901 New Orleans in fine. Although I still personally think that's a VF. This one's 85. And then we have the 1901 plain date and fine. This one's 40 bucks. The 1902 plain date and fine at 35 bucks. The 1902 New Orleans in fine at 60 bucks. And the 1903 New Orleans in fine. That's another one I personally think is VF. And this one is 55. With the 1901 for 40. You want the plain date? Right? Yeah, okay. Got it. All right, and then the other silver item that we had is the George Washington Carver and Booker T commemorative half. We have BU, we have one for 20 bucks, and then we've got 3 of them in AU. And the 3 that are in AU are 15 bucks each. I never thought it was a horrible design. One for 15 bucks. Cool. Mark you on there. Alrighty. So yeah, that was everything that was silver tonight. All the other stuff that's available, well, I mean, technically, I guess there is one more silver coin, but it's just a war nickel that's in a nickel set. Again, this is the one from last week that we emailed out, and then it got rescheduled to this week. So there was this nickel set. And one of them is a war nickel. And this one, if you wanted it, this set's $8. And you get a V nickel, a buffalo nickel, a proof nickel, silver war nickel, and then all of these. You want this one? Okay. $8 for silver. You are very welcome, sir. I mean, I've got a lot more silver if you want to see it. I've got a lot more consignment silver if you want to see it. It just wasn't on the list tonight. But I can grab it if you want me to. If you're itching for some more silver. Oh, dude, I could bring on a freaking tidal wave of silver right now. I got freaking 1 ounce silver rounds sitting back there. I've got silver eagle sitting back there. I got silver $half. All right. Be careful what you ask for, dude. Give me 1 second. You done opened the floodgates now. Yeah, just to begin with. This is all just silver rounds and bars. No, these would all be on consignment. This is all stuff that's still sitting with the consignment auction stuff. All right, so everything I'm about to show you silver is $22 a piece. This is a little holiday silver round. Season's greetings. 1 ounce silver. Again, if anybody else is interested, everything I'm showing right now, $22 each. Yeah, 1 ounce silver bar with the Morgan bust on top. Another holiday silver round from 1993. It's got Santa Claus and a holiday bell. Here's a USA SA office. 1981. Oh no, all of these you can buy right now. I'll just mark them at the end of the list. So that's 1981. Yeah, all of these that I'm showing you right now, $22 each. No, it would ship next week, Matthew. Anything that we do on the later end, you'll take this easy. It's not actually at Carson City. You know that, right? But anything we do that's usually on Thursdays, it carries over until Monday. Monday's auction. So if you have a package, it'll still be there for Monday, and then we mail it out Tuesday or Wednesday. All right, hang on. I need to get down to the bottom. All right, 1981 USSA silver round. To silver. All right, and then we got another one of these bars. Another season's greetings. The design of the Morgan silver round. This particular one is the design of, I think it's 1898. Nope, 1893. You'll take that one? Organ design. Silver round. Yeah. All right. Here's a Christmas 1996 silver bar. Got a little spot for engraving. Kind of neat. We've got a National Trappers Convention Wolverine 1996 silver round. How many ounce rounds altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Actually, I think this one's pretty cool. And then from the same Trappers Convention, just a different year. It's the Timberwolf. We've got a Golden State Mint, American Prospector design. Okay, you want that one? Golden State Mint Silver Round. All right. And we got a Indian head design. Design of the Indian penny. Yeah, this one's really cool. And another 1996 holiday bar. Oh, you wanted to see the other side again? Indian. It's the Indian penny. But it has a silver round. And then another Santa Claus. And then this one's a Freedom Tower 2004 from New York. So you got the Twin Towers on that side, and then you got the new Freedom Tower on this side. All right, silver lost that one. Freedom Tower on do. Cool. All right, and then we've got the, I think that's 2018. There we go. The 2018 Australian Kookaburra. And then, oh, we have two of those. We have two 2018 Australian Kookaburras. You want them both? Matthew, have we ever shipped you before? If not, you need to email us your stuff. Okay, we should have your info then. Just email it to us again just in case. All right. Next up, we got some Canadian maple leaves. Yeah, 2018, I think that is. Nope, that's 2019. 2019 maple leaf times 2. Got a 2013 maple leaf. We got the Birds of Prey series. Great Horned Owl. With the Wildlife series. Either a deer or an antelope. Another 2013 maple leaf. Told you you'd open the floodgates. This one. I just dropped. We got it. 1989 maple leaf. You getting a bit pillaged? We didn't even get into it. That was just that pile. Like, you didn't even give me a chance to get to the Morgans. 1879. $19.21. Got a whole bag of Canadian silver dollars. A whole bag of the Canadian silver $20. This is just a piece of vinyl I cut out to put behind it. Many dates of slab silver eagles. Bunch more Canadian silver dollars. Bunch of Walker halves. Bunch of Franklin halves. We having fun yet? Let's see what else we got. Looking for silver stuff. Do I have the Canadian totem pole dollar? The death dollar? I think so. The Salt Lake City Olympic silver dollar. Mint State 69 PCGS. Yeah, give me a second, I'll look. Oh, dude, I got stuff here for days. This is one I personally wish was mine. 2017 Barbados Silver Dollar Trident. Mint State 68 by NGC. I so wish this coin was mine. This thing is gorgeous. How much is this one? 50 bucks. Oh, I'm still not done. How about a 1988 Vietnamese 100 dong dragon shit? Small 100. Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. This is a silver proof. Talk about the Morgans at the beginning. Yeah, those are real. The Carson Cities. Yeah. I don't sell fake Morgans. I don't sell fake anything. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a silver round. It says it on there that it's a copy. About a 2005 Belarus Silver 20 ruble. Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. How much for which one? Any day, which one you asking about? You asking about this one? The other one, the dragon ship one? Talking about that one? If you're asking about this one's 150 bucks. Right, let me look at that for Matthew real quick. Oh yeah, there were not many of these things made. The one before this from Belarus is 150 bucks too. Checking right now, Matthew, to see if I have the death totem one. I could swear I remembered seeing at least one. I'm just gonna find it. Aha, found it. There you go, Matthew. The 1958 Death Totem Canadian Silver Dollar. It's $25 if you want it. It's brilliant uncirculated. Oh, and by the way, I'm only showing you guys the silver stuff. I'm not even showing you the other stuff. You have that instead of the kookaburra? Okay. That is coming at you. So, Silver, did you want the other kookaburra then? Since Matthew's not getting it anymore? Here you go. $1970 Proof 68 Cameo. Last year of the 40% Silver Kennedys. I'm marking that second one on your name real quick. He wants a second look? Who wants a second look? Oh, second cook. Yeah, I marked it. I think it's gorgeous. $70, by the way, if anybody wanted that Kennedy. $70. Let's see, what else can I show off? That's clad. 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 There's a 1921 D, good 6, Walking Liberty. Silver, thanks for coming in, man. Have a good night. Get out of here before you have to mortgage your house. Yes, that is a key date, Matthew. Everything from 1921 is key date. Here's the 21 plane. AG3. This one, for example, is $100. Even in an AG3, it's $100. Here you go. $1877 San Francisco trade dollar. VF30 details clean. For those of you that have never seen a trade dollar. Even in details clean, still $250. That's like one of the hardest dates to get at that 77S. Want to see a Silver Eagle key date? (2003) MS70. Conditional rarity. Most of the 2003s came out with spots and crap all over them. This thing's, that was $200 for that thing. The Kennedy is, let me look. $70 for the Kennedy for that 1970. And then here is the ultimate key date for the Silver Eagles. 2002 MS70. That's the ultimate conditional rarity key date. $500 for this thing. The thing's insane. This just kind of turned into a little show and tell. Here you go, Cindy. Here's what I know you'd appreciate. $18.54 half cent MS62 brown. How much do you think it is, Matthew? It's expensive, that's for sure. Oh, higher than that. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for coming in. This one's $400. That coin is amazing. And then there's also, here it is. This one unfortunately has a little bit of corrosion on it, so it did get corroded marked on it. 1866 MS60 details, 2 center. But because it does have slight corrosion on it, it got details, which I think is screwed up. $120 for that one if anybody wants it. So, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Oh, by the way, if anybody needs one, I've got 2 PCGS boxes available for $5 each. You guys want to see another key date? $1932 San Francisco in VG10. $150 for this one. You want one of those for $5, Cindy? Yeah, okay. All right, anywho. All right, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to start getting to work on invoices. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the end of stream 45-minute little show and tell. Again, a lot of that stuff I wish was mine, but it's not. But it will all be in future streams for consignment shows. So stay tuned. All right. I will be back on Monday at our normal time. I leave my consignment people anonymous, Matthew. So I will be back on normal time on Monday. I'll hopefully get that list out tomorrow night in the email, so keep an eye out in your emails. All right, I'm out of here, guys.